Okay, here's an example where we have a quadratic function, y is x squared minus x minus 6, and we want to find its vertex, intercepts, axis of symmetry, and sketch it. So I have my form here, y equals ax squared plus bx plus c, but I'd like to have it as a x minus h squared plus k, because then I have the vertex is the point hk here, and if a is positive the parabola opens up, if a is negative it opens down. So I could get this here by completing the square, but I can also instead I can say h is negative b over 2a and k is f of h, or f of negative b over 2a. So for my f of x here, if my f of x is x squared minus x minus 6, then my h is negative 1, or 2 times 1 is 1 half. My k is going to be f at h. I'm going to have a 1 half squared minus 1 half minus 1/6. And this is what? This is negative 25 over 4 here. So now I have my vertex is this point hk. And as a here is 1, it's bigger than 0, the parabola is going to open upward. Now what I also want for this is I want the intercepts, if I have them. And so my for my x-intercepts, well, you think about the x-axis is a line y equals 0. So I have to solve my x squared minus x minus 6 equals 0. And I can use the quadratic formula if I like. This one, however, just factors x minus 3 times x plus 2 equals 0. So I get x is 3 or negative 2. Okay, then for my y-intercept, x is 0 because that's the y-axis, right? So for my y-intercept, x is 0. So y is 0 squared minus 0 minus 6 is negative 6. So I have the point 0, negative 6. And now I can graph this thing and see what it looks like. So here is 1 half, and down here is negative 25 over 4. And then here is maybe negative 6. Over here I want to have negative 2, and over here 3. So I'm going to have something like this. Okay, I have this parabola. It's not very nice looking. And then my axis of symmetry here is x is 1 half. That's going to be true in general. Your axis of symmetry is going to be x equals h. It's a vertical line. Now what I could have also done here, and I could have had a nicer graph, if I had I could use my calculator on this. So you can see how this works. If I have typed this in here, so I want to turn this on, I do my y equals, I hope you can see it, so I want x squared minus x minus 6, and I want to have all my points of interest, so I'm going to quit out of this, and my window here, well, I certainly want x between negative 2 and positive 3, but maybe I'll leave it at negative 10 and 10, and y at negative 10 to 10, and graph this and see what it looks like. So there's a nice beautiful little graph here, and I can find these points graphically as well, because what I can do, I was going to do second calculate, for instance, go down to um, 0, and my left bound, for instance, is right there. I'll let my right bound be there. And so I get x is -2, y is 0. If I want to find the vertex, I could do second calculate minimum. And again, you have to put in a left bound and right bound using your arrow keys. And then I guess. And here, I don't get exactly x is a half, but it's close enough that I think I'm right. So again, we can do these things all algebraically. We can do these things on our calculators if we like. And that's that.